One of the hardest parts of being a father is realizing when you got it wrong. Brilliant dad move on my part. We got home from the hospital with Ellie, so I decided since I was going to be home, might as well go ahead and potty train the 2-year-old, which makes sense. And day one was all accidents, but she was having fun. Day two, mainly success. We had one accident. Me trying to be on top of it washed all of the training panties from day one with our detergent, which wasn't smart because Izzy's sensitive. Well, day three, she starts holding all of her pee, which is frustrating after a day of wins. And then day four, immediately notice irritation. She's now scared of the potty. I had no idea how to parent this. We had a new baby. We were both tired. We're concerned for Izzy. We can't go back to diapers. And Izzy still won't pee. And somewhere in between there was a small moment with Izzy where I reacted a little too quickly. Nothing huge, just one of those situations where patience runs thin and your response comes out a little sharper than you meant it to. And almost immediately, I knew it. There was that quiet feeling that says you could have handled that better. Both with mom and Izzy, I was short. And those moments sit heavy, not because they're catastrophic, but because they matter. The way we respond shapes how safe they feel, how they understand compassion, and how they begin to imagine who God is. Psalm 103:8 says, "The Lord is merciful and gracious, slow to anger and abounding in steadfast love," and goes on to say in 13, "As a father shows compassion to his children, so the Lord shows compassion to those who fear him." And that word, fear, used to confuse me because it can sound like distance or intimidation. But the more I sit with it, the more I realize it's not about being afraid of God. It's about not wanting to live apart from him, much like a young child doesn't want to be apart from us. It's a kind of an awareness, a recognition of how good he is and who he is. And when you see it that way, his compassion hits even deeper because he's not distant from us in our mistakes. He moves towards us in them. So I'm learning something in those moments where when I get it wrong as a father, that the goal isn't pretending it didn't happen. The goal is noticing it, owning it, and choosing to respond differently next time. Sometimes even going back and making it right, because being a good father isn't about never messing up. It's about caring enough to make it right. When I realize I've been wrong as a father, am I going to let that moment harden me or help me grow?